breaking out of Diamond into Masters. And where does the stream end up?
One more person leaves. Yeah.
Oh, Plat 2. Wow. I've tripled my revenue, guys. I've gone from making $1 to $3.
And paid for the subscriptions and stuff, like, you know, things that I use for stream.
What subscription? What? What is he, dude? What is he paying for? What could you possibly need to pay for? Gamin4Hope has got some big ideas about what he's going to be doing with his channel, okay? And I'll let you know that at the tail end of this stream, he actually shows his analytics for both YouTube and Twitch. And I bloody love talking about analytics. No, he didn't reach OWCS, and he may well have given that up, I think. So that could be over. So there's a couple of things to look at here. So first things first, let's begin here. Also, quick little thing for those of you that don't know, okay? So Gamin4Hope, I found out about this guy because he did a response video responding to absurd allegations, which were obviously largely from trolls, including the idea that he groomed his wife and neglected his children, and also that he was a Nazi because there's an image of him looking like he's doing a Nazi salute, which obviously people mocked and made fun of, okay? He's basically a guy who's in his late 20s, who's got it in his head that if he plays enough Overwatch 2, he could become pro and he can play in the pro leagues, okay? And so all of his content has been geared around becoming a pro. The problem is he's hard stuck platinum. And really, honestly, he probably was carried to platinum, I would wager. And I'm not an Overwatch player, but, you know, having watched some of the commentary about it, it's quite clear that he just is very bad at the game. You know, in terms of wanting to be a pro. I'd say he's probably beneath average, even. Like, he's probably a beneath average player. Like, that's how bad he is. So anyway, he does these streams. He streams a couple of hours a day, which, to be fair, he's trying to fit it all in. He's trying to work. He's got a family too. That's the other thing too. He's got a family as well. So he's trying to make it all work. But yeah. Also, people keep talking about the Sleep Token t-shirt. Well, who the fuck is Sleep Token? And why is it such a funny meme that he's wearing a Sleep Token t-shirt? In any case, anyway, let's have a little listen to some of his ideas here. I'm told this is quite funny, this part. So let's have a listen.
So, yeah, I now that I'm working full-time, I don't have the time to, like, make my own thumbnails or edit my own videos, so I've hired people to do that, and that's all a write-off, and I forgot about that.
That'll become interesting later, I would say. So he's hiring people to make thumbnails and do editing for him. Interesting. Okay.
All right.
It's nice that there's, you know, little, not like loop. I mean, it's not a loophole, but it's nice that there's, you know, things to kind of help small creators, you know.
Yeah. When you're, quote, a small business in air quotes, because I don't know if that's really a fair thing to call a content creator, but.
No, I'd say so.
I mean, it is. If you're successful, yeah. It's absolutely legitimate to call yourself a small business. But I'm not really sure if that applies with this guy.
Yeah, I just think of, like, small business as, like, I hate the voting system. Have I talked to you? I mean, that's so... I'm triggered at the voting system. That is, like, the biggest L I've seen them take in a long time. Like, just majority rules. Like, I understand you don't want everybody playing the same 10 maps. If you didn't make the same 10 maps the best map...
Also, the other thing as well is, like, write-off. People call it, like, a write-off, okay? All it means is that if you purchase a service that is for, like, the legitimate pursuit of your business goals or aims, it's linked to your business, you put it as, you know, expenditure to the business, and therefore you don't pay tax on it, right? Because you're only taxed on the profits from business, not your entire revenue, obviously. You know, because if you earn $100,000, say, but you spend $30,000 on your business and reinvest it in your business in one way or another, or pay costs, well, it's not really reasonable to tax you on that part of it, right? Because, you know, that's gone back into the business, essentially. Or is to pay general costs. So you'd only pay, you know, tax on the $70,000. So this idea that it's like, people have got a really stupid idea on it. It's like a write-off. Well, it's not like a write-off because you still have to pay for it. It's just tax efficient, you know? Yeah, people are just really done with it, and they act like you're getting some like over extensive tax benefit of it on it, when it's just literally you just don't pay tax on that portion of the money that you spend on the business.
It wouldn't be a problem.
No, that's fair. My
Because the other thing as well, it depends how much money you spend on your business as well. Because if you you know, have revenue of $100,000, but you only spend $3,000, well, then you still got to pay $97,000 worth of you know, tax in one fashion or another on the fucking profits, right? And if you're like a piddly little business and you're spending like $50 on a thumbnail, I mean, dude, it's not really much, is it? You know?
I feel similar to the map voting. Like I feel like with the hero bans, where when it works in my favor, I love it. But as soon as a map that I don't want to play gets picked, I hate the system, and I hate it.
That's wild. I mean, fair, but wild.
There's a kid in the
Like the
background.
Winston ban. I ban Winston in all my ranked games. I can't play that hero. I'm so bad at him.
Well, I honestly, I only ban Winton here because it's watch point. I'm gonna play Zarya. That's just two really big disadvantages
No, I think
into him.
I think it's a perfectly fine ban. I would do the same thing if I was trying to play Zarya on this map. So
Yeah, for sure. Let's see if we get what we've had the last couple days, which is just stream snipers.
oh yeah,
That's wild.
That sounds.
It was never a problem until like maybe a week ago.
To be fair, that's possible at 300 viewers, which I think he's been getting. It's possible. Unlikely, but possible, I guess.
So, yeah, it was wild. Bros working and streaming. Yeah. Yeah, contrary to the internet's popular belief, I do have a job. I didn't at one point. I was very transparent about why. But it wasn't just to quit my job and play Overwatch. It was so funny when people said that. I was like, oh my lord. I loved how awkward put it too. Like, there were a few things he said things that I wouldn't dare to say. And I just was like, dang, all right. I mean, at one point he was like, listen, I think some of you need to turn on your brains and think about this logically for a second. He is a father of 3 children and married. I'm fairly certain that where he's at in content right now, he's not paying the bills with it. So he's probably fairly logical that he has a job.
Yeah, no, you just have your magical money tree.
Well, I think the problem that he's got is it's a bit like confusing. I mean, to be fair, I didn't cover it sequentially, but the way he's spoken about it at times made it seem like he did leave his job to focus and dedicate more time into this. Am I misremembering that? And the fact he lives with his in-laws as well. And also, like, if you're saying you want to go pro in something, well, I mean, obviously we've seen his schedule, but that would normally indicate that you're dedicating the majority of your time to it, because in order to be professional at something, you have to do it a lot consistently, right?
Don't we all wish?
Salary, right? Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I can't say I've coached someone playing Zarya on Watchpoint before, but
I mean, fundamentally, it's all basically the same. Where are my sports? I have to back off already. That's unfortunate. Okay. Maybe not the best positioning. We'll see.
What are we singing in the gameplay here, anyway? Thoughts?
Yeah, the high ground was not the right decision. How
Good
you
or
do that
bad?
here? Where are my
I
supports?
think starting high ground.
I'm too tired to really assess it.
I don't think this is awful either.
I just don't have LOS my sports, so I gotta play
Very
carry.
good. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Get a little charge
Anyway.
and just walk away, I think. What is... Oh, it's Venture. I was like, what's going on over here?
Anyway, guys.
I'm not sure.
We don't need to watch his gameplay again. We watched another of his gameplay recently. But I thought this was quite funny towards the end. So let's see how the stream ended for him.
I could be wrong. I'm open to being wrong, but I get a feeling one of the stream snipers was successful in their endeavor. Of course, now my bubbles are bad too. Come on, guys.
Okay, thoughts on this gameplay?
Oh, please. Oh, please. Gosh, this Doom is just running them over So why are we on Zarya in the big 2-5? Zarya is a fine hero. I'm not sure why we're worried about it. Streamer mode doesn't really fix it. They can still figure out who you are. If they're watching the stream, they know.
Yeah, he's like Ninja. Yep. Separated from team with no comms. Got it. Okay. He's got no, like he just doesn't know, bro. He's there trying to fight three guys and his team's nowhere to be seen. Presumably because he's too far ahead, I'm guessing.
Don't get Lance perk. It's bugged and worse than Spotter. Spotter is not worse. Or not better. Like in any way. Unless you have a
yeah, no game sense, yeah.
Team that you can actually once you get a team you can actually coordinate with, it's just not good. By the way, we leave now. We don't try that game.
Yeah.
Like once one more person leaves. Yeah, we consolation demotion.
So what's that? Breaking out of Diamond into Masters? Yeah. And where does the stream end up?
One more person leaves. Yeah.
Oh, Plat 2. Wow. Right. Okay. So, bit of a, sure, it could be clickbait, I guess you could say. But anyway.
Yeah, we consolation demotion for that one. I really do wonder if that was intentional. We're going to find out together, chat. You don't have to stick around if you don't want to, but I want to find out. I'm curious.
I mean, I'm curious too.
Of an undecided match.
So what, is he saying that the stream snipers are on his team and they're intentionally throwing the match to fuck with him? Is that what he believes? Is that where he wants to go and watch the replay?
Are you kidding me? I can't go look. I can go back in my VOD, but that's ridiculous.
Isn't that the game he just quit out of? Well, yeah, the game's still in progress. You quit an active game. Of course you can't watch it yet because the match isn't fucking finished. Dude, what?
Just because we left the game, you can't look at it. Well, time to consult the VOD, I guess. What is the... I don't even know. What is the time you have to leave a game? Like the... I don't know how to phrase this, but like...
It's part 13 over the whole series. He is deranked into Plat. Wait, so at the start of this, he was in Diamond, and he's played so bad, he's now in Plat 2. And I'm assuming it's like Plat 1 is the lowest. It's like Plat 1, 2, 3, whatever it goes up to. Is that right?
There's a certain amount of time that if you leave in Overwatch, you have the game just resets. I don't remember how long it is. Overwatch, lever...
So anyway, he just talks about the lever stuff for a bit, I think.
Back through the VOD. I'm not...
So I think he does. Okay, does he review the VOD?
It wasn't probably a intentional thing then. I'll move on. It's frustrating to say the least because I finally got Plat 1 back and then we have that happen. But here's the thing too. I'll say this.
Oh, sorry, I got it the wrong way around. But so it's Plat 2. Okay. Some games it's like 1, 2, 3. Other games it's 3, 2, 1. Okay.
I am really proud of how I played tonight. That last game, we were 4v5. What are you gonna do? There's not really much you can do. But I think overall I did way better tonight than I have ever, probably. I think that this week especially has been a huge improvement week. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how things unfold. But Toad, I got to get out of here, man. Thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. I always tell my community it's one of the most valuable assets that any of us have because we can't go out and make more time. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. And
yeah, no, thanks for having me on. I hope you learned something. I hope
Oh, 100%. Yeah, just several of the things, like just the rotations with Ram's cooldowns in general was a really good like call out, and even like the Orisa, like the conscious effort of using spin before gold. That was one of my bad habits on Orisa is that I tend to use gold first, and it makes perfect sense. Even I think it was I think Hottie called that out too. Actually, I'm trying to remember. It's either him or Derpy. Yeah. Anyway, well, that was that for me, man. I really appreciate your help, and I wish you the best of luck in the collegiate space. And yeah, keep me updated.
Yeah, thank you. I wish you the best of luck too.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Yep. See ya.
All right. Bye. That was really kind. He was a really good dude. So.
Who was that? Some coach, I guess, or something. Okay, we're going to skip ahead a bit because it gets to the good stuff here. In a sec. Trust me. Trust.
Anyway.
Trust.
Thanks, Toad. I appreciate it. Toad is on the Twitch chat right now. He linked it to me on Discord, so I'm going to grab his socials real quick. It looks like just his...
Trust me, guys. Trust me. You're going to enjoy this.
80% of your comments have been... Let's reduce it. There's no need to be so... Their message as well, Toad. That's a good call out. Thank you. And by the way, D, I feel like you've been 90% of your comments have been relatively negative. If you want to be here, you're welcome to be here. But like, let's reduce it. There's no need to be so hypercritical of everything. I feel like you're not. I don't feel like you're trying to be. I just feel like you come across that way, and that's why I'm saying it. That's all.
Getting one guide. I know the feeling.
I wasn't here during most of your stream, but I would recommend what Awkward said and pick a game where you were mainly Zarya. It's not a bad idea. What games? I actually, Toad, I have to kind of go against what you said because that's actually a really good point. That is the one thing that I was kind of encouraged to do. So a Zarya game. Did I lose the Zarya game tonight? I feel like I did.
I think his Twitch chat is actually where the memes are,
I
to be
did.
honest.
I lost. Oh, yeah, Lijiang. Lijiang Tower. Yeah, that was one that I could have done better in. 1000%. I got tank gapped. What's not to understand, friction hurts after a while. Yeah, exactly. I got to plat 5 and tank, but went downhill after I got bad teams who were trolling. It happens. Can't stay stuck on it. Yeah, I'll review Lijiang. You guys can too. Do you want the code? I'll put the code in the chats for you guys if you guys want to check it out. I don't care. Wait, what?
Okay, here we go, guys. It's coming.
I mean, I do, but I don't
It's
play
coming.
it right now.
It's coming.
I really
Here
want you
we
guys to
go.
understand like the level of gratitude that I have for this community because it has been wild how much we've grown. I can't show you like TikTok or Instagram, but I can show you like the last little while. I'm just gonna show you the month of June.
Yo, let's go.
And I think it'll give you comparative information. Yeah, that's crazy. Looking forward to streams. I just subbed today and already learned a lot. Thanks, Hallway. I appreciate it. And honestly, huge shout out to Toad. He was a really, really, really cool person to hang out with for a bit, and he was very helpful. Maurice Stanfield out here full naming himself. Thank you for your follow, though. So I want to show you guys this. If we go to, where's my reaction button? Reaction.
Yo,
okay,
let's go.
Okay. This is my Twitch analytics for the month of June. I'm like truly I'm beyond blessed to say like I'll show you May by comparison because everything's up and you can see that. But
So I will say, to be fair to the guy, 24 hours streamed and $300 in the whole of June. I mean, that's not so bad in terms of like side hustle money. I mean, I don't hate it. I'm like, okay, you know, if you just have a few streams, you make you know, plus this YouTube revenue which he brings up too. I mean, that's not that crazy really. That's not like crazy bad. That's like all right, you know. But unfortunately, he's thinking about giving it all to fucking editors. Apparently, the problem is though, the issue he's going to have is that this is obviously viewership that he's getting at the peak of interest about him at the tail end of June, because there's been all this fucking shit that's come out around him, the video, his response, you know, Apply making a video about him. So it's whether he can actually maintain that viewership. Has he got it in him to maintain the viewership in a way that keeps the dollars rolling in? And that's the thing that I'm not sure about. Because Overwatch, I don't know if it's a particularly fun game to watch consistently. And if you're like an Overwatch person that wants to watch Overwatch stuff, you go and watch someone that's actually like top notch at the game, probably. and he's just not very entertaining to watch beyond just laughing at him being retarded, you know? So I'm not even sat here hoping he fails. I want him to continue to stream and maybe make a bit of money so he keeps making funny content. But it's just whether or not he's able to sustain this interest that he's got now. But I think at the moment, he's got every chance of turning this into like a nice little side hustle, maybe putting in like $1,000 or so a month across both platforms, which, you know, $1,000 a month, getting to do something he enjoys for his little fucking hobby, fair enough.
The amount up is crazy. It's actually insane. If we look at the previous month, like we've tripled revenue, we've tripled subs, we've like 6 times.
I've tripled my revenue. I've tripled my revenue, guys. I've gone from making $1 to $3. I mean, bro, it's like, I mean, yeah, sure, you've tripled your revenue, but like, it's not really that much to begin with, is it? I mean, dude. Oh my god, man.
Timed our follows, and our viewer count average is like almost 10x. It's insane. I've actually streamed less because I have this new job that I started this month.
Oh my god, yo!
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed
Biologist!
@swimclub_ became a member.
With the exceptionally generous 50 gifted memberships. Thank you for that. That is very much appreciated. Thank you for the 50 gifted. Very, very, very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's obviously just going to reel off all the names. But yeah, thank you for that. That's super generous. Very much appreciate that.
Too. So it's really crazy, like, seeing this. Because, you know, you can kind of see, like, here I had a good raid. And then from here on, I've just had 100+ average viewers. Like, that's so insane, you guys. I'm very grateful. Here's YouTube, just for those that are curious.
So yeah, look. Yeah, $294 for a month. Like I say, good side hustle money. Not to be sniffed at. It's where, I mean, to be honest with you, dude, this guy, do you know what his best strategy would be? Would be leaning into the fucking lolcow shit and doing like Wings of Redemption-esque, like letting people donate crazy fucking messages and stuff like that, you know? I think that would probably be the best way for him to be able to sustain, to, you know, generate kind of like a meaningful, sustainable, long-term income. But obviously he's going to continue down this pathway of like, I mean, even just becoming an Overwatch streamer generally and forgetting completely this Overwatch Pro stuff would be something. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's like there's something here for that he can probably lean into, but it's probably not going to be what he wants it to be. It's whether or not he's willing to do that in order to, you know, maybe increase this figure further if he wants to turn this into like more of a full-time thing.
The text is kind of squished here, but let me see if I can. Oh yeah, this one I can expand out. So let me just do that. Yeah, had 110% more views, 161% more watch time, 194% increase in subscribers, and 97% more revenue this month.
My concern is he's getting overexcited about what is more than likely a temporary increase in interest as a result of the drama that swirled around him. I think that this is fleeting unless you're able to capitalize on it. Like, you need to just slow down a little bit, calm down. These bursts are very nice on like an egotistical level to be like, oh, that's cool. But you should just, like, it always balances out. There's always like a boost. And then obviously as time goes on, it peters out to like a new default, essentially. And I think maybe he might settle on like 70, 75 viewers, something like that, which is probably enough to sustain a few $100 a month of extra beer money or whatever the fuck, diapers for his newborn kid or whatever, you know? So yeah, I would, you know, in all seriousness, and it's funny just to laugh at this guy, but you should genuinely be cautious and definitely don't make any rash decisions about the channel, because this is unlikely to continue unless you're very lucky or able to really capitalize on thinking about how you're going to retain these viewers, you know?
Previous one. And I'll tell you, literally what we're, I mean, just transparently, what we're doing with the revenue, we're literally going to be moving at some point. And we've got to register our van. We got a couple other things we need to do. And this month I made enough extra that we can actually pay ourselves after I've paid the thumbnail editor and video editor.
I thought I was going in a really good direction then. Do not pay a fucking thumbnail and video editor when your channel is making, combined across Twitch and YouTube, $600. That is fucking ridiculous, bro. That is absolutely obscene that you do. That is ridiculous. I cannot believe that. I mean, he mentioned it earlier, but there it is there. He's paying someone to make his stuff. It's coming out of this cash. Oh my God. There shouldn't be any money going towards anyone. You should be making the content yourself. It's a write-off, Chud. Literally free money. Oh, okay.
And paid for the subscriptions and stuff, like, you know, things that I use for stream. So we'll be able to pay ourselves out a...
What subscription? What? What is he... Dude, what is he paying for? What could you possibly need to pay for as a fucking tiny streamer? This is fucking ridiculous. I pay for Twitter Blue, which is like $100 per annum. And I pay for my multi-streaming, which is really annoying actually, because I renewed it for a year just before Stream Elements launched their multi-streaming service, which is free. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, like what, $200 a month, $200 a year, sorry, I should say, on like professional services for this. I suppose the music thing too. That's another $75 on top. Fuck, man, it's stacking up, bro. It's stacking up, dude. What the fuck? I need to start cutting back like I did with my personal fucking subscriptions. But yeah, probably like $400 per annum, I would say. Say $40 a month, rounded out roughly, on subscriptions. But then obviously, you know, that's on a channel that makes money, okay? It's not on fucking scraps, you know? So it's like, obviously, it's fine to spend on professional services like subscriptions and stuff if you're generating the income to justify it, you know? But when you're early on, when you're streaming, it should be bare bones, stripped back, minimal outgoings, you know, focus on just getting as much content as you can out for free without cost to you. And then as you build, you know, as you start to get more cash in the kitty, at that point, you're going to be able to then start putting a bit of money back into it or something, you know? But it's very foolhardy to get a bit of money and start thinking, right, how am I going to spend this on my stream? Like, just get a bit of money coming in first, and then you can worry about that. Because as long as you're broadcasting, as long as you're putting out content, you know, you'll start to see a bit of income coming in. And you don't need to worry about paying all these fucking subscriptions.
Fair amount of money, more than I've been able to in a long time, just to help with that, man. And I'm not saying this to flex, like, it's really just to say thank you. I'm really grateful. This has been a wild ride this last little bit. It's really ironic too. I have to laugh. It's really ironic that I start growing like exponentially right as I get a job.
You're not growing dude, this is so stupid. You're not growing exponentially. You are having a peak of interest because of some drama you've been involved in that is fleeting and will fall off. There's literally a Devin Nash video about this, by the way. Like, if this guy needs to fucking watch the Devin Nash videos. But it explains, you know, you've got to be mentally prepared for that drop-off, because otherwise you get your ego wrapped up in the idea that, oh my God, I've got all these viewers now. And then they drop off and you're like, oh my fuck, where have all the viewers gone? Well, they were only there for a short period because they wanted to see the drama and what happened off the back of it. It is painful how poorly he understands the dynamics and ebbs and flows of viewership. It's like, how can't we get untrapped? Well, I was going to say, chuck some money at me, but Thiologist just gave a very generous 50 gifted. So, you know, I mean, if you want to, obviously, that's fine. But end of the day, I'm ending soon anyway, after I finish this clip.
Although I don't know if I would have grown without getting the job. I think the job was actually needed. And I still think it's needed, by the way. It's not like all that is like now suddenly paying the bills. It's just like, it's a huge amount of growth, man. I'm so thankful. So I appreciate you guys. D, I'm not saying, I said nothing about injuries. Now you're just literally inserting words into my mouth, man. I'm gonna keep it a complete stack with you. I'm not even going to continue to acknowledge you. If you really think that's what I said, go back and watch the VOD. That's not what I said.
He's not mentioning where he works because he's worried about getting doxxed. Good decision. Obviously, I would agree with that.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys next week. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday will be competitive. Friday will be the quick play games with my patrons. I would love for you guys to at least be here to watch those. They're so fun to watch. And I end up playing a lot of off rolls, and we don't take it seriously. We just have a really good laugh. It's a good time. Hey, man, as a long-time watcher on TikTok, congrats. I know content creation is a hard road. It can be. There's a lot of growth coming from the
Yeah, I think he's learned. To be honest, that you can't do that. But it's obviously too little, too late. His wife and kids being blasted on the internet.
Recent exposure on other channels. I know these weren't fun subjects, but it seems reasonable that it helped. Oh, 100% it helped. Oh, 100% it helped. It may even be the primary thing that kind of drove people here. I would go that far. But that doesn't make it, you know, necessarily negated either, which I don't think you're saying. But all right. Who do we have? Oh, you know what? Okay. Guys, we're going to... Derpy. I love Derpy, but we got to raid my boy. Okay, this is one of my... I actually used to edit videos for this guy. That's how locked in we are as homies. Oops. Except I can't type his name. Awkward. This guy is so nice. I promise you guys want to... If you guys have a couple of bucks, you want to support somebody, this guy has got the most dope personality. Such a good dude. And he's got a righteous beard. I mean, what more could I ask for? So, if you're over on YouTube, I'm going to kill the stream. Thank you.
Anyway, dude, I'm going to be raiding Queeman, who's a Jewish debate pedophile. Enjoy that. Enjoy that, guys. Bro, what is this fucking cocksucking shit? Jesus Christ. Anyway, guys, there we go. That is it for the Gamin4Hope stuff for today.